As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Kansas State's offense will start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
On the double.
RPO complete to open the drive. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Looking left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing outside of just being a talent. team and showing up is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Gets it to the back. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide. Dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Motion from the back. Walker will fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Garrison. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Kansas State pushing the pace.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up to the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Backed up now, here's second and long. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick release by the QB. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Right on the money. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man. It's Castro. Quick completion on the out route. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Sun Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arizona State!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Great place to start for this offense. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking to throw, it's Castro. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Making side adjustments here. Third down play from the gun. He's got it still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down. Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They go to the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Unloads quickly. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Powers through the defender. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Whips it out in the flat. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Back to pass, it's Castro. Makes the grab down the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw again. He makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain. And now the
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Brees, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Got his man on the outside. Breaks into the open. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. Walker to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Got his man quickly. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on 4th down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch.
There he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
29 Phillies. 2-9 Phillies.
Walker will fire. He's got the back in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory?
3-25.
From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Offense in a split backfield. They'll send the back in motion. Flips it out to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Castro. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Dumps it off in the flats. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Quickly to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll run play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I would just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football. Got to keep 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball, and the quarterback lucky to fall on that one.
Catch in the middle. It's Stevens. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here.
Jackrabbit.
Walker to throw. Makes the catch. It's Garrison. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure. And
fires deep toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Looking to throw, it's Castro. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The offense changing the play. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by a field goal over Notre Dame. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So the best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O.
Got it.
They'll go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's complete. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Castro. Unleashes one deep. And he bats it away, it falls incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. It's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, the offense has a nice lead here in the second half, but if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to hold on to the football, and they are very lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Walker will fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense
breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Defense looks as if it's coming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Wildcats are threatening on 1st and goal. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He'll try to pop the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Okay, ready?
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
Okay.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column,